Hey guys, I'm Sasha, and today we have a special interactive episode of 2K TV. Answer.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays!
Yes.
Whoa.
My favorite time of the year.
The famous We Love Houston sign just off Interstate 10. We're coming to you from the Toyota Center in the biggest city in the Lone Star State. Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, we
tremendously competitive with great attention to detail, David. Thanks. Bill, the Rockets going into last season, new ownership. Seems like the transition has been pretty smooth so far in Houston.
Yeah, except that they left a title on the table last spring. They came really close. They had big leads in Game 6, big lead in Game 7, and just could not close the door. And that's been a recurring theme for James Harden, for Chris Paul, who missed the last two games.
Those games, right.
And I don't know if they're ever going to have a better chance than that, because you talk about Chris Paul now. He's in the 2005 draft. I think this is his 14th year. And point guards, as they get older, you can still get the 28 to 30 minutes a game out of them, but you're not getting like a top 3 All-NBA team type of performance. And I just wonder if they missed their window.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. And small forward and power forward, it's George and Patterson. Russell Westbrook out there with AI. And it's Noel in at the center. Paul with the bucket.
Strong form. Paul, he's a dead-eye shooter from beyond.
AI dishes to George. AI outside. And Patterson kicks to AI. Hits the three-point bomb.
And that's how you answer back. Trading
Trade
bombs the last 2 possessions. They're going out.
Outside Anthony. Back to Harden. Lets it go from the wing. Westbrook pulls it in.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
He gets some extra attention from the D on that trip, and he throws a shot off.
And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That is his first foul of the game. Paul passes to Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Listen, you can count on Paul to find the open man. His court awareness simply off the charts.
In the corner, it's Patterson. Back to AI.
That was a lazy pass, Patterson.
Al Harden. He had 16 points in the win against San Antonio.
And look, it was more than his scoring. He was dominant on D. His steal numbers for that game were crazy.
Bill, we've seen the NBA take steps to amend the draft lottery. Any further changes that you might recommend?
The biggest thing I would do is I just don't think you should be able to finish in the top 3 2 years in a row. I think there has to be some sort of schmuck insurance for the rest of the league. I'm fine rewarding the one bad season, but when you're just continuously bad, the year that Cleveland, when they won the lottery 3 out of 4 years, I just thought that was a travesty.
Just didn't feel right.
No, it's just wrong. There's 30 teams in the league, and you have a team that really blows the LeBron James era and just surrounds him with the wrong people, and he leaves, and then really can't stay out of its way for the next couple of years, and they just keep getting the #1 pick.
I get my buckets back
up. I don't agree with that. I think that's bad. I also thought it was bad that Philly was able to get #3, #1 in back-to-back years, and it's bad that the Celtics were able to get the 3rd pick and then the 1st pick. So
I got locked James Harden.
That would be the one thing I would do. I don't think it should
shoot that 3.
I don't think you should be able to successfully fail for multiple years.
Got a piece
Get out of here, bro. Trash.
And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball.
Come on.
George with the bucket.
Love the attitude of Westbrook.
Comeback season.
Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Got a piece of it. Here's Harden, and the rejection by Noel. And as
we both on that.
Houston able to keep
Not
the ball.
just 1, 2, buddy.
And the Rockets with possession here. It's a 5-point game. 4 on the shot clock. And here's Harden for 3.
His percentage from the field is not very strong this quarter.
And George kicks to AI. Noel passes to McKnight. Outside Westbrook. And it's AI missing.
Come on, man.
Leading by 5.
Where is my bucket?
Even before Dwight Howard, Bill, left the Rockets, Clint Capella became the clear heir apparent, it seemed, at that center position for Houston.
Great pick. I think they took him 25th in that draft. That's about as well as you can do. That's my hope for the Celtics with Rob Williams. They took him 27th, and you just hope he's this guy above the rim, shot blocker, athlete, and kind of teach him to do everything else.
No good there.
Look, it hasn't happened yet, but he's got time to find his rhythm, and if he does, they can turn this thing around quick.
Thunder trailing by 7. Westbrook kicks to AI. Back to Westbrook. Patterson dishes to AI. Outside Westbrook. Harden with the defensive effort.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Drops in the tray.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Paul with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. And the basket by Harden.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And that's his 2nd foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Gordon's checked in for the Rockets. They get it again. Tries again. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Now look at that. That's just a great all-around play. Getting into position for the offensive rebound. Finishing strong on the putback.
Paul kicks to Capella. Now we've seen some top prospects forgo college, enter the G League straight out of high school. What do you think is the future of the G League, and do you like where it sits right now?
I do. I wish they spent more money on salaries.
I agree.
I wish they blew it out. I mean, I think this is the first year we've had 30 G League teams. This should be the #1 place you'd want to go after high school. You should not want to go to college. You should want to go to a AAA awesome league that's set up.
And they're bringing kids up and down off that G League roster all the time.
It's just better, and you're going to have a better chance to succeed as a professional basketball player.
I gotta cut these trees off. Clearly,
now,
I'm not making them right now.
They go to college. They show up in September. They're playing all the way through till March. Whenever they get knocked out, they drop out of college. And they might last, you know, till round 2 in the tournament, which is what, March 20th?
Right.
And they're out. So they've been in college for 6.5 months. How's that a good system? They didn't even finish 2 semesters. So I would much rather see the G League work, and I don't understand why they don't spend a little more on it and just make it like a force. I don't think the moves are that hard.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And a wide open look for AI. The shot's good on the assist by George. 11 points for AI.
And really the scoring
keep taking that midi if he keeps giving it to me.
The charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Westbrook passes to McKnight. Patterson dishes to AI. James Harden with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Right side Westbrook. And the layup's good off the glass.
Not a foul though.
Westbrook's got his first bucket in this one.
I like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Ball finds Harden. For 3, Gordon. That one misses. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. AI outside. Eric Gordon grabs the board.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Paul against Westbrook. Paul right side. Over Westbrook. And it's blocked by McKnight. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Nene, he's checked in for the Rockets.
How we was down 18-26 and now it's 24-40.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. And the Rockets defense much improved, at least statistically, on the perimeter and inside. What did you think, though? What did the eye test tell you on that?
Well, it told me that James Harden was trying harder.
Yeah, right.
I
think Chris Paul may have changed the culture in that way a bit.
Absolutely. Hey, it's funny because you figure you put Mike D'Antoni and James Harden together, and that's a recipe for a defensive disaster. Mike D'Antoni, when he was in the Suns, they didn't practice defense. I know for a fact. Suns have told me that. My buddy Jalen played for them. They didn't even address defense. So you put him with James Harden and didn't care for a while there anyway, and you just think this is going to go badly. But I thought they were really good defensively last year. We'll see if it continues.
Melo and Tucker are the forwards. Gordon is out there with Brandon Knight. Then it's Nene, and at the center, locking down the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And so it's Felton who will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Timberwolves delivered in a major way. He scored 32 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Just his latest spectacular performance. He showed once again why he's a nightmare to game plan against.
Thanks, David. It was a terrific game for him. They'll be looking for more of the same tonight.
And I'd be surprised if he doesn't give it to them. He's in a very good frame of mind right now.
Well, if he brings the same energy in this game that he brought into that one, it's going to be another big night for him.
Oklahoma City's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Pass to Diallo. Shoots it up. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Rockets leading by 22. Knight looking it over. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. Russell Westbrook's checked in for the Thunder. The Thunder shooting 28%, a rocky performance for them offensively. Outside Felton. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Houston's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Knight wide open, and it's off from three-point range. Bill, with last year's do-or-die season finale between Minnesota and Denver, final game of the regular season, momentum is gathering for a play-in tournament, maybe for the last 2 playoff spots. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I wrote about this in '07. I called it the Entertaining as Hell tournament, where basically the first 7 seeds were guaranteed, and the 16 teams that didn't make it out of the 2 conferences, they just went head-to-head, single elimination, and then you have the final 2 games in New York City, and you blow it out, and you have a fun thing with it. I think that Minnesota-Denver game was important, and maybe the solution is you have the 6 seeds guaranteed in each conference, and then you have 7, 8, 9, 10 in each conference, and you just have playing games. You have 7 versus 10. You have 8 versus 9. You do it over the course of a couple days. You use the TV revenue from that because you could get good money from that to maybe shorten the season.
Great
which
idea.
Would be, for me, the #1 thing I would change about the league. I think we should have a 70-game season. You could talk me into 76, but there's too many games. If there's too many nights for the players, I just think basketball is really hard to play.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
You look at AI.
And that's the way it should be. As dynamic as he's been this season, it wouldn't be right if he wasn't a part of that starting lineup.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. Doubled by McKnight. Knight kicks it to Tucker. Passes it to Capella. Knight against Felton. Knocked loose. Clock at 4. Here's AI. 32 points for him last game against Minnesota.
And he had 2 blocks also, don't forget. I mean, it tells you what kind of presence he was for him at both ends of the floor.
Felton the pass to McKnight. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Felton. McKnight. That one's off, still out of sync.
And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, trying to recapture momentum. The tide's running against you. Very difficult to do. What do the young kids say today? Ride that wave.
Bill, we know about the love affair you have with the NBA, and you've written about it for so long. Started with the $4 ticket in Boston with your dad.
Yeah, my dad bought season tickets for the 1973-74 Boston Celtics, and it was only 1 ticket. And I think it was $4 a game, probably like $160 total. And he used to carry me in mainly because they didn't want to pay for a babysitter. So I started going to games that year, probably sleeping through a lot of them, and they won the title.
How old were you in 72?
So I was 4.
4 years old.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember anything from that season. The first season I remember is the year later when they lost before the finals to Washington. And then the year later, they won the famous finals against Phoenix, the triple overtime game. I was there.
Was Cowens on that team?
Cowens, Havlicek,
Yep.
JoJo White.
Yep.
And I was at the triple overtime game in the 76 finals. It was probably the most famous NBA game ever. Of the, the kids out there now would nominate like Game 7, 2016 or something. But triple overtime game was the most famous game ever. And I slept through the entire second half and the first overtime.
Oh, no.
But then woke up because everybody was standing the whole second overtime, so I had to get up.
James Harden, he's checked in for the Rockets. Paul comes in for Brandon Knight. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. George is checked in.
I keep thinking Felton Westbrook is...
Harden against Westbrook.
Raymond Felton.
Harden finds Anthony.
Directional passing it to X.
They shoot again. He lays it in.
God, come on.
Anthony's got 14 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And Capella sends it back.
Bro, why you go up that weak?
In this game. Capella's athleticism and length allows him to stifle shooters.
Felton against Paul. Back to Harden. To the middle and stolen by Patterson. AI right side. Westbrook against Harden. Westbrook can't get it to go. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 17-7 run. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Paul. 16 points for Carmelo Anthony.
scoring at an efficient clip tonight. Melo in that zone.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Tucker. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Paul kicks to Anthony. And the pass to Capella. Now here's Paul. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Raymond Felton.
Love how determined Paul is inside. He's skilled at figuring out ways to pick up contact.
And so it's Houston ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And welcome back as we continue our Christmas Day matchup. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, right. I mean, the defense hasn't had an answer for this guy yet. Just too skilled, too driven this far.
So for Oklahoma City right now, at small forward and power forward, it's George and Patterson. Russell Westbrook out there with AI. And it's Noel in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And George kicks to AI. In the corner, it's Patterson. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Rockets shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. And stolen by Patterson. Back to AI, to the middle. Westbrook with the bucket. Westbrook's got 9.
Oh, they lean on him for a big portion of their scoring with a good reason.
Paul passes to Harden. Kicks it to Anthony. Pass to Paul for the 3. The shot that time not on target. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns in Phoenix. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Down low, here's Harden over AI. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And you know Harden loves using that shot fake and Euro step because it's so hard for defenders not to bite on it.
Harden hits them both. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's McKnight. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. He's got 17. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Lob pass to Capella. And stolen by Noel. Outside, George. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
It's you, PJ, man. Come on.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Paul finds Harden. No good on the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Offensive rebound. It's good. That's now 8 points for Nerlens Noel.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Out to Anthony. There's the triple. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
It's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feeds.
Here's McKnight. The good-looking shot from the wing. AI's got 4 points this quarter.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Pass to Capella. Harden scanning the floor. Knocks it loose. Anthony trying to get open. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
And Harden is certainly used to finishing through the physical defense, demonstrating just how special a player like he truly is.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Oh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
Nene, he's checked in for the Rockets. AI kicks to Patterson. Jacks up a 3. And AI with the basket on the assist by Patterson. And that's now 22 points for AI.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
George against Anthony. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Anthony's got 21 in the game.
They've leaned on him tonight, and he's delivered with some great shooting.
AI kicks to Westbrook. AI outside. George passes to McKnight over Harden. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And it's Paul with the ball for Houston. Anthony trying to get open. Nene dishes to Harden. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for Oklahoma City.
And their guards really have done what they could to keep it close. What little offense they've been able to generate has come from the backcourt. They just need a little more balance.
And it's clear that the Beard is a special player, a clutch performer. He loves to play the game of basketball.
Gordon's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Arenas is checked in for Noel. Harden outside. Paul George with the steal.
TG, that's you, bro.
Jumps up. And George with the stuff.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
Here's Nene. That's tipped. And he's able to get it back. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle.
This
and now
Hall
a
of Fame
three-point play
Chiefs
chance
really
here for
be
him.
real.
That's going to send Nene to the line. That's on Patrick Patterson. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Here's McKnight. It's rebounded by Houston.
Well, look, he's got to find better looks, or he's never going to pull out that funk he's in tonight.
Harden's shot is good.
Something lit a fire under him this quarter. Their lead safe as long as he's on the floor.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. And it's AI missing. Houston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Taken away by Felton. AI right side. He dishes it to Patterson. Here's McKnight. It's good from long range. AI's got 10 points in just the second half.
And they're going to have to pay closer attention to him beyond the arc. I mean, he's got 2 threes in this half, a total of 3 overall.
Nene finds Harden. And another 3 for Houston.
Knocks down his second 3 of the half. I mean, he had 2 of them in the first half also, doing some solid work from deep.
AI right side. They double him with Nene. To the paint. Patterson passes to McKnight. Just 5 on the clock. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. And the Thunder making a change here. He gets it up. No good on the last second attempt there. James Harden getting it done for Houston. He's been a major threat. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. Taking a look at the Rockets. Ennis out there with Chris. Then there's Brandon Knight. Then there's Gerald Green. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5, roaming the paint. Knocked away and stolen by Chris. And here is Green. Passes it to Chris. Green with the ball. Knight on the wing. Clock at 6. Ennis kicks to Knight for the three. And it's AI with the rebound. And for the Thunder, they're shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. The wing jumper off target. Outside Knight. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Knight against Westbrook. 6 to shoot. From 12 feet out. And the rejection by Noel. Another miss by Houston. And so here is Oklahoma City. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. AI kicks to Westbrook. The pass to Noel. Inside. And that one's good. AI's got 27. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Westbrook against Knight. Outside, Green. Pass to Hartenstein. Out to Chris. And the drought. The Rockets again can't hit. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's McKnight. Off target from outside. And here's Knight. He'll bring it up for Houston. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. And stolen by Noel. Pass to Luau. It's deflected. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's McKnight. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And here's the fast break. Knight leading the way. Dishes to Green. Green draws the double. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Doubled by Knight. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And it's the Rockets with the ball. For Houston, they've gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. 6 to shoot. Green with the ball. AI picks him up. Chris. No good with the triple. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. And so it's Houston with it. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And Green slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And the layup by AI. AI's got 29 in the game. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Knight on the wing, takes a 3, cans it from downtown.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, they've been tremendous from beyond the arc. It's a shift from what they did in the first 2 quarters, though.
Here's Noel, and Noel throws it down.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like a great...
One shot.
Now here's Harden. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by
I can't believe how badly we played. This is embarrassing.
AI, we've got an interview with Griff.
Oh, really, Charlie? Come on.
I know, you'll be fine. Just get it over with, okay?
AI,
What's up,
thanks
bro?
for taking the time. So, that's 2 losses in a row. What's the mood like around the team?
Well, it ain't good. I can tell you that. What, you think we happy that we lost again?
Knowing this team, I can't imagine anyone's happy.
Well, there you go. All right, now we just got to figure out a way to snap out of it and get back to basics. I mean, I got a lot of faith in Coach, but it's going to come down to the players, you know, digging deep and going hard to do better next time. All right? You good?
We're good. Thanks, AI.
Thank you. Excuse me.
Make a new Mycareer, cuz.
AI, glad you're here. I'm Zheng.
Oh, hey, Dung.
I've been assigned to work with you here at Media Day and moving forward during your time with the team. Everybody's waiting for you, so let's get started, please. Stand here and look forward.
Yeah.
Okay, just hold on now while we get some headshots. I think we've got it. Let's move on quickly. How was your ride here?
It was great. Thank you.
Okay, great. Do you need anything? Are you thirsty, hungry?
Oh,
Anything I
no,
can
man.
get you?
I'm all good. Just, you know, excited to get started.
Great. Stand here, please. Right over here. We're going to get a list of your vitals. Stay right there, please. Perfect. Let's keep moving.
Okay, that wasn't so bad. So what's next?
He will be logging your position. Right there, please.
Okay.
Just a few more to go. We'll try to do this as quickly as we can.
Okay, so, What are we looking for here?
Can you please let us know what your game is like?
My game.
Okay, exactly what we needed. Almost done now. Let's continue. Stand right up against the wall there. We're going to measure your height.
Okay.
Second thoughts already.
Okay, exactly what we needed. Almost done now. Let's continue. Stand right up against the wall there. We're going to measure your height.
Okay.